Yesterday, Matthew.
Yeah. Do that.
No, I'll cringe.
All right. So, it is 1787, and there is currently under Louis the 16th's reign. Currently, France's finances are in a very desperate situation, and the finance ministers, Joel, who you know to be Turgot, Necker, and Calonne. I'm going to butcher all the names. You have to forgive me. I'm not French.
Allons?
Gallon.
Yeah.
All believed that tax reform was necessary if France was going to pay off its debt and bring government expenditure back into line with government income. However, before any new tax laws could be passed, they first had to be registered with the French parliaments, which were high courts, but they possessed basically a limited veto power over the new laws. During the period of like 1787 to 1788, there were repeated attempts to implement tax reform, and they all failed due to lack of Parliament support, as Parliament judges felt that any increase in tax would have a direct negative effect on their own income. So in response to this opposition, the finance minister at the time, Calonne, suggested that Louis XVI call an assembly of notables. Basically, the Assembly of Notables is exactly what it sounds like. It's a big meeting full of posh, poncy people who are important, people who have high social class. They're all invited to this place. And while the Assembly of Notables directly has no legislative power in its own right, Calonne hoped that if the Assembly of Notables could be made to support the proposed reforms, then this would apply pressure on Parliament to register them. So, how do you say your name, Joe, so I don't get it wrong? Is it
Bastion?
Sebastian?
Yeah.
He was obviously invited to the Assembly of Notables. Due to your rank and, you sort of... you get your foot in the door, you know some of these people. And it's basically this kind of... you arrive at this kind of large... sort of government building. It's this kind of, it's very, very sort of obviously posh, and it's the best it's the best building you've ever seen in your life. It's this kind of it's kind of like a high court kind of thing, and inside there's all these kind of posh people, these assemblymen. You count, there's probably about over 100. Which include princes of the blood, archbishops, noblemen, and other people from the traditional elite. And during this assembly, there are a few major reforms that are introduced. One of which is a single land value tax. Another is the conversion of the corvée into a money tax. Number 3 is the abolition of internal tariffs, and number 4 is the creation of elected provincial. Yeah, that one. Assemblies. So, this was Calonne that proposed these, and in the traditional view, the plan failed because all of the assemblymen who were gathered did not wish to bear the burden of increased taxation. So basically what happens, Joel, is...
not have my taxes raised.
Yeah, no one wants it. All the noblemen there don't want it, and you all vote against it, including, I assume, you voted against it as well, didn't you?
Of course I voted against it.
It was just in your nature, really. However, Simon Scammer, which is a very interesting name.
Simon Scammer?
That's like dodgy name.
Spelled Schama, has argued that the notables, in fact, were quite open to radical political changes. For example, sorry.
Wait, whose character is that?
Nobody's. This is a notable.
Wait,
This is one of those.
Wait,
What a stupid
wait,
name.
I thought that was.
No, that is not a character. This is a real person in history.
That sounds like Luke's character. I was like, oh my god, Luke. Right, who else is in the nobles? Rob Banks.
Okay.
This is a stupid
Carry
name.
on.
So yeah, he argued that some of the notables were quite open to radical political changes. For example, some proposed the elimination of all the tax exceptions conferred by noble status. Others proposed lowering the income qualifications for voting for members of the proposed provincial assemblies. Scammer wrote in his journal. Yet what was truly astonishing about the debates of the assembly is that they were marked by a conspicuous acceptance of principles like fiscal equality that even a few years before would have been unthinkable. Where disagreement occurred, it was not because Calonne had shocked the notables with his announcement of a new fiscal and political world. It was either because he had not gone far enough, or because they disliked the operational methods built into the programme. In addition, the Assembly insisted that the proposed reforms should actually be presented to a representative body, such as the Estates General.
Oh no.
So basically, Joe, what happens is that there's a bit of opposition in the Assembly, combined with intrigues from rival ministers, which led to Calonne's disgrace. And he was subsequently dismissed by Louis XVI on 8th of April 1787.
Yeah, fuck him.
In addition to the tax reform, the Assembly also discussed other issues. The result was that the Assembly assisted the Parliament in creating provincial assemblies, re-established free trade in grain, converted the corvée, which is a federal duty in the form of forced labour, into a cash payment, and generated short-term loans. But ultimately, Calonne's successor, Lumene de Brenay, dissolved the body on the 25th of May, so the Assembly of Notables is no more. So you'll be having no more meetings with any nobles or anything of that nature. So that brings us to Louis. Do you want to tell me how to pronounce your name so I don't get it wrong?
Jean-Michel Brassard, but you can just refer to him as Jean.
Jean.
For the entire.
Okay, Jean.
I'll be easy.
So Jean, 1787, August the 7th. You receive a letter. Let me show it in your journal. Hang on. There you go. You receive a letter. If you want to read over that.
You want me to read it aloud?
No, just read it quietly. And while this is going on, Yanis is currently working in Paris at a clinic, and
Working. Imagine.
Patients. There's quite a lot of patients as of late, a lot more than usual, and they'll kind of come in, get their medication. Some of them come in wounded. You assume most of this, Yanis, is because of the recent the politics recently have been kind of all over the show. There've been a few riots. Things are kicking off a little bit, and it's kind of straining you a little bit. You're kind of pushed to your limit in your work, to the point where you're kind of sort of looking for a bit of an escape. And what happens is one of your friends from a long time ago, who you met while you were training, sort of back at school, you sort of met him. He was studying something else, so you're not quite sure what. But his name is Clement Brassard, and he sends you an invitation to a party at his residence in Paris, in Le Mans, not Paris. And Sebastian, you obviously also received this, as you also met him a long time ago during his military training. So you receive an invitation as well to a party in Le Mans.
Do you have it? Do you have the invitation? Can I see it or not?
No.
Oh.
You just have to use your imagination.
Jeez, you expect him to do everything.
But yeah. So you receive this invitation, and he's inviting you to come down. August the 18th, and come down to his party, and some of his family will be there, and you can catch up about things, and you can all
I
meet up
love
and
a
get to
good
know each other.
party.
So, what ends up happening is, let me switch to the map. Lewis, just wait a minute before sort of you do anything. So, you arrive at this this sort of lavish house, well decorated, and inside you meet with Clement himself, who's here, stood here.
Le Mans, my friend.
Good to meet you, and he shakes your hand.
Why are
And-
you doing a French accent?
I don't know.
Please, no French accent.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Good to meet you, good
Do
to meet
posh
you.
English accents.
Good to meet you, and he shakes your hand, and he shakes your hand as well, Yanis. So it's been a long time, Yanis. Good to see you.
It has been.
And he introduces the woman behind him, sat in a chair. Oh, gentlemen, this is my my sister, Marcel. She kind of.
Well, hello there. I'll do that thing where like they take the hand and kiss it.
She
French
seems a little
people
bit
do that.
kind of a little bit disturbed by that, but she kind of smiles and nods politely.
Why? What? That's what you do.
It's at the moment you kind of kiss her hand, she kind of like reflectively sort of pulls her hand away, and then realizes that that's quite rude and leaves it.
Oh, so she's not very accustomed.
You're not Yanis. What are you doing? Are you greeting this woman?
Nah, I'm speaking to fucking what's his name again? I've
Clement.
already forgot.
Clement.
Clement. It's a nice room you have here, Clement.
Well, thank you very much. It's a dining room, and it's quite well decorated. We're quite lavish.
Is it well decorated?
It is well decorated, yeah. It is a nice looking room. Clearly, these people are middle upper class kind of.
Am I richer than them?
Yeah, you are richer than them. Definitely.
Let's go.
And you almost kind of can't help yourself, kind of swanning about the room and showing off your robes that are obviously more expensive than Clement's. And Clement, you can sort of see him sneaking glances at your kind of expensive jewellery, and just things like that. You can tell that he is quite jealous of you. You don't have to be a psychologist to figure that one out.
Psychology check, please, just to verify that.
So what are you? Not all of the guests are here yet. It's currently only you two, his sister, and him. Is there anything you want to talk to him about?
I feel quite insulted that this guy thought I was even at his level to come to this party, but I'm here now.
What time is it?
It's 6 o'clock in the evening.
It's a bit early for a party, don't you think?
Well, it is a bit, yeah. But you've both arrived quite early because you came from Paris, so you gave yourself extra time to get here.
Where are all the guests?
Oh, they've not showed up yet. They'll be here shortly.
Interesting.
I don't know what people say at parties in 1700s.
Wabba labba dub dub.
Okay.
I don't think they say
Jesus
that.
Christ, I don't even know what to say to that. That is just so cringe.
Immersion ruined.
Oh god.
We have to do like 3 full sessions of this.
Don't worry. This is just the prologue bit. There'll be less of him talking. Don't worry. Actually, no, there won't be. There'll be more of him talking. Shit. Right. Anyway, is there anything you're talking about? Talking with Clement about?
We'll just have a conversation about like the current state of political affairs. I want to see how much he actually knows.
Okay. Well, can you roll for listen?
I don't actually think I'd be using any skills. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. You start
I'm
talking to
looking around-
Clement,
I'll
and
just be, while this is going on, I'll just be looking around the room and shit. Like,
so yeah, the party's going quite well, and there's everything kind of falls silent for a minute as he's kind of thinking about what to talk about.
Dear.
And
I slam open the doors and shout, Clement! You bastard!
Clement
Ghastly.
is kind of surprised as this man bursts in. He's like, "Oh, brother, what are you doing here?"
Where is he? He's not on the map.
You really think
There he
you could evade me after what you've done to Marcel? I dramatically hold open the letter for everyone in the room to see.
What does it say?
I'll show it to everyone now.
I'll lean in.
Hang on, is that showing it to everyone? No, it's glitching. There you go. If you look in
Yeah, I see it.
Robert.
I like the new music, by the way. I like the French party music.
I'll try and find some more of it. I haven't got much time to get some yet.
Oh, so... Hang on, I'm confused.
I should probably read it out for the recording.
Oh, incest.
Brother, I sent this letter in haste, and I most apologise for bothering you with such business, but I have no choice any longer. There is no easy way to put this, dear brother, but Clement has forced himself onto me. He has been increasingly aggressive to me as of late, and it has finally culminated to this. I express deep regret in me having to reach out to you for help this way, dear brother, but I am at my wit's end. Please return home. Your sister, Marcel.
Oh, so he did an incest then?
Yeah.
Oh, how disgraceful, Clement!
Disgusting.
Clement.
No, this is lies. This isn't true. And then Marcel kind of stands up and she says, "No, it is true."
Yeah.
Women are bloody liars, so...
We all know what you've been up to ever since the age of 12. You've always been sneaking around, being a right little creep about it. Well, no more, I say, no more. You must cease this pervious activity immediately.
And Clement is like clearly very embarrassed, and he sort of looks about on the table for a moment as if he's looking for something. He looks back at you and he's like, I can't believe you've done this, brother. There's no need to do this. We could have resolved this peacefully.
He's 15, for Christ's sake. What are you, 22? It's awful.
Especially your own sister.
Gentlemen, you must listen to me. This man is insane. I did nothing of the sort.
Well, it appears,
Smart
based on the letter, to be true. I'm thinking you're outnumbered here, so...
My sister is insane. She is clinically insane. I have the papers.
You cannot even decide which one of us is insane. You're preposterous.
You're both insane. This entire family is
That's a
insane.
good point.
And Clement, he sort of begins to storm off out to the corridor.
Where do you think you're going? The party's not over yet.
What the fuck? What a stupid thing to say. Yeah, well, anyway. Yeah, you can hear him storm off down the corridor. And he's gone.
I'm sorry you had to witness that, gentlemen, but it simply must be done.
It's all fine by me.
I go
Made the party interesting for a minute.
I go over to Marcel and ask her if she's all right, and all right, what's going on?
Yeah. She's fine. She hugs you. Thanks you for coming to help her. And Yeah, she's just very thankful that you've come.
Sorry this had to happen to you, dear woman.
Oh, it's quite. At least it's over now. It's quite all right.
I'll make sure he'll never hurt you again.
Are you not going to? These men don't know who you are, Lewis.
Yes,
Should you not
no.
introduce yourself?
Well, to be fair, I was quite preoccupied, but I'm going to turn around now. Now that I know that Marcel's okay, I'm going to turn around and be like, by the way, what are you doing here? I've never seen you in my house before.
We were invited to a party by Clement, but
You were invited, but I wasn't?
apparently so.
Well, to be fair, he does know that I hate him. So,
I would guess he predicted something like this might have happened if he'd purposefully invited you.
I didn't know. Well, I always knew there was like sort of a thing going on. Well, I always knew that was non-consensual, but like, I didn't know it was gotten this bad. It's just awful.
Just as bad as the party, it seems.
Yes, what a shit party. Oh well. What are yours two names, by the way?
My name is Sebastian Sabatier.
Yanis Dupont, nice to meet you.
I'm Jean Michel.
I'm gonna kind of like wince a little bit when I hear the name of common folk, or like, middle class.
Okay, middle class. Come on, that's worth something.
No,
I have a horse. So tell
middle
me
class people clean my shoes.
then. Right. So tell me then. What are you to What do you do? What's your occupation?
I mean, I don't really do shit, to be honest with you. I just have money. I probably own shit. I'll just say like I'm the owner of multiple different what would you call them? Business endeavors.
Well, what's a nobleman like yourself doing at a party like this? There's barely anyone here.
I honestly couldn't tell you. Suppose I was just having a slow day.
Think it was an old friend of ours, to be honest.
What about you? What's your name? Hazen.
Yanis. What
Yanis.
the fuck? Where the fuck did that name come from?
Yanis. Right. Okay. So Yanis, how are you here as well?
Well, I'm usually very busy with the clinic. I'm a doctor, you see. But
Huh?
thought I'd take a break from it all for a bit.
A man of medicine. That's very, very noble of you. I'm a cavalry officer. I work for the Royal Guard down in Paris.
Oh, my opinion of this man immediately, like, you can see on my face, goes up. I'm like, honourable.
Yes, I mean, the pay is good, but the truth is, we never see any real action. Well, I've only come down to sort this piss shit out, but I probably won't be sticking around for much longer. Although, come to think of it, the main host of the party has left. So, did he mention there were more coming?
He did, but I'm
Are
not sure if
there
that's
more
true
coming?
in any way.
If there's more coming, then I'm perfectly happy to do the rest of the party.
Do you want to wait around and
Suppose it
see if
might
more
be a
come?
nice way.
Yeah.
As well
Sure.
around, it's
But
what we can
first, is there any alcohol?
Oh, I have some alcohol for you.
Do you actually?
Finally, this
Actually,
party's
yeah,
getting started.
Look at my possessions. I have 5 bottles of wine in my possession.
Idea?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. Let me just get my corkscrew out that I don't have on me because that wasn't in the sample asset.
Joel should be disgusted by the low qualityness of it.
You don't know it's low
I'll
quality.
see. I'll see. I was going to inspect it.
What if I did a? Can I do a roll? What a roll for? Do I have any skills? Can I try and I'm gonna try and charm you into thinking If the wine, hang on.
But you don't know if I'm gonna
I don't even. I
dislike
don't,
it
I
yet,
don't
so-
know if the wine's good or not. It's just. I mean, it's
Well,
from.
I'll inspect it. I'll appraise it, and then Matthew can tell me.
Go on.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my wine. I'm gonna get this bottle out and open it. It's not champagne, but whatever. Yeah, I always keep a bottle on me, you know, for the road.
Are you appraising it, John?
Of course. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna look at it. Do you want me to roll appraise?
Yeah, go on.
Feel free to try some.
Yeah, so this is quite an expensive
It's in.
sort of wine. It's been quite aged for years. You're sure this is quite going to have a good taste?
Funny if Joel just slagged it off anyway.
This wine is
What are you doing there, John?
Well, this is
quite
quite
good.
the quite the wine for someone of your position.
My father was quite the connoisseur of this type of this type of beverage.
Ah, sounds like a man I'd get along with.
What the hell is?
We're gonna be speaking like retards for the entire next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So you start to hear footsteps coming from down the corridor.
How drunk are we now?
How much have you had to drink?
I don't know.
Well, he
How
has
long,
It
five
hasn't been
bottles
much
of
time.
wine.
I've
How
not
long
drunk
is
all
it-
the wine. God,
how long has it been?
It's not been that long. It's only been like 10 minutes.
we've
Oh,
had like
okay, I'm not drunk at all then. Yeah.
Should have made my character's traits an ultimate
Anyway, there's a light
lightweight.
knock on the door.
Hell yeah.
Come in. Come in.
Why are you saying come in? This isn't your house.
A man wearing a military hat comes in, as well as a bunch of other people.
Probably a fucking
Shit.
pirate.
Do I know these
Hello.
people?
Are they all like
So-
soldiers and shit?
You don't immediately. Sebastian. Why am I saying Sebastian?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. You recognise one of them, this guy here wearing the hat.
Who do I recognise him as?
His name is Thierry Renault. He's a sergeant. He's got this kind of grizzled hair and this big military coat on. And you know him because you met him a long time ago. He's a direct sort of comrade of some of the people that you've worked with in the past. So he's got like heavy
Greetings,
links.
Sergeant.
Good to meet you, Sebastian. It's been a long time.
It has indeed. What brings you here?
Oh, I'm here for the party, of course. Have you met my comrades here? I've got some men here that maybe you'd be interested in meeting.
You'll have to introduce me to them.
The first one you kind of calls over. This is Jean de Bois. He's he's a sort of new start at the army.
You mean Jean de Bois?
Jean de Bois. Is it Dupois?
Wait,
Dupois.
what is it?
Dupois.
Yeah, de Poix.
Dupois. How do you know that? You French?
No, it's because there's a famous guy called
Oh, right.
Are you French?
Dubois.
Oh shit! Yeah, of course he is. Jean de Bois. He looks kind of roughed up a little bit. He's obviously quite a bit lower class. He's probably the lowest class looking person here.
Ugh. I won't shake his hand then. Hello, Mr. Dubois.
Greetings,
Thank
sir.
you.
And he kind of bows a little bit. Another man
Thanks.
comes over. This is Christophe Pressy, and again, he's quite a handsome young man.
Good to meet.
Oh,
Pleasure to meet you, sire. And he gives a bow. Again, he looks to be another soldier.
pleasure is all mine. Oh.
And additionally, here we have Antoine Babin, and Another man comes over wearing.
Quan Babin.
I don't know how to say it. I can't say him.
Put the names in chat and we'll tell you how to say them.
Etwan Babin. Yeah, that's.
Etienne. No, it's not
Etienne.
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 It's Etienne because it's like two N's.
Wait, let me just. One
It's
sec.
Etienne
but-
Babon. I think.
Babon.
Etienne Babon.
Etienne Baban. Apparently.
Babon. Yeah.
Baban.
Babon. Etienne Babon.
Bye-bye.
You do like your R like an O.
Etienne. I don't-
Yeah,
Etienne.
this is a large, robust-looking man. Again, he's quite handsome. Greetings, sir. I'm the infantry sapper. And he
Very
extends his
nice to
hand.
meet you.
And finally, we have Hugel and
Hugel.
Joseph Hugel, and it's the woman who stood.
She's called
to yourself.
Joseph.
By the way,
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah,
By the way, is this party in Le Mans? Because that
It
would
is,
be
yeah.
well. Okay, just
yeah. She speaks and she says, "Hello, sir. I'm Joseph." And she look. The kind of other men kind of look at her quite funny, and they kind of shrug and carry on.
And pleasure to meet you, Joseph. Is that your real name?
It isn't, no, sir. My real name is Martin. I'm impersonating my husband.
Ah.
I'll
see.
leave the reasons quite vague for now. Maybe one day.
I'm gonna look at the sergeant and just mouth the words, a woman? A woman? In the army?
He kind of he dismissively looks away for a moment and he changes the topic. Oh, have you got any alcohol? I'm parched.
Oh yeah.
A lot of alcohol!
Oh, I'll pull out another bottle for my coat.
God.
I'll just have it all in on my person. And you
Luke, what are you doing?
I'm just like sat down, just watching fucking Sebastian.
Yeah, so
by the way, I'm gonna go up to Joel's character, called again
Sebastian.
Sebastian, and go. By the way, Sebastian, please keep this business about my sister to the table. It's very embarrassing for the family.
Of course, I understand, my good man.
Yes, thank you. We all have secrets. Just my sister.
I don't, but okay.
Sure.
No, really, I don't have any secrets.
Can I like so you know like guy that said looks roughed up? Can I help him?
help him.
Can I? Yeah, you like.
No,
can
his
I,
wounds
like,
have already been treated, but he's
oh.
just like sort of he's got a lot of sort of treated wounds.
Well,
Right,
I
I
speak to him. I'll be like, "Do you want some antibiotics to deal with the wounds?"
Antibiotics not been invented
know.
yet.
I don't know. I just figured, who knows? Some drugs. I'll just say drugs then.
Drugs.
Putes.
No, he's fine. He says, "Oh, I've already been treated, sir, but thank you for the kindness."
Penicillin was discovered in 1920, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there's this. As you're kind of socialising with members of the military, you can't help but notice this kind of doctor sat alone, kind of at the table. He doesn't really fit in with the rest of you.
And I want to go to him as a. Are you one of the servants? Being a is going to be so funny. My good sir, are you one of the serving party? If so, I can get you an appropriate beverage.
What? I'm so confused. I'm just sat here drinking my wine, and then someone's asking if I can have another pip. What the fuck?
When is the food coming, servant? So I'm gonna say to him.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't work for us. That's fine. We'll just leave him alone.
My apologies. All you low-class people look the same.
Yeah, like there's other people.
I give like a look and then shrug it off because I know it's not worth like.
By the way, I think we did a good job with our characters because we've actually managed to get like sort of all of the classes. Like Joel being ridiculously upper class to the point where it's funny. Mine being sort of like middle upper class to like whatever.
Just
And then,
generally middle class, aren't you?
yeah,
And then
like
Luke's
middle.
like lower middle class.
I'm middle. I'm just middle.
You're mid.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm
Yeah.
middle class, but like my family's got a nice inheritance basically. But I myself don't own that much. It's just like actually both my parents are dead, so I guess technically my brother owns all this, which is gonna drive. Yeah, my brother owns all this because my parents are all dead now. So, but you don't know that. You don't know that yet.
My parents are dead. Everyone's parents are dead. It's fucking 1700s. If you're over the age of 10, your parents are probably dead.
It's true. But whatever. I'll talk about it in character eventually. So you wanted food, you said?
Of course! Where we're gonna get some service round here!
Don't give that man a bell. Tell you what, I'll pop into the kitchen, see what's going on. You stay put here, and I'm gonna go find out what's going on. If there's any food at all. Is there any? I don't know. I'll have to find out.
Well, I'll take you there if you want.
Sorry, your kitchen. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
No one is here.
there's nobody here. There's no food being prepared.
Ah, shit. All right. I guess I'll have to order a delivery.
Well, there's no food on the way, so you'll have to either sort some out yourself or.
I can't be seen to cook my own food. That's embarrassing.
True.
No, I can't. This isn't right. It's not the 1950s. All right, I'm not gonna have anything in the fridge.
As much as I'd like to stay and drink wine, this party is quite boring, so I'd like to take my leave.
I think I agree with you for once.
I'm gonna come back. This is the perfect excuse for you to leave. Gentlemen,
Did somebody say just eat?
What the fuck was that? Like an elephant?
It's the trumpet.
gentlemen, my apologies, but no food is on the way. It appears my brother neglected to give us any proper service.
I'm gonna make unintelligible noises and hope that everyone else also does, so it just sounds like general disappointment from everyone at the same
You're
time.
the only person in the room that does it.
The sergeant,
only-
the sergeant speaks to him and says, "Oh, this party seems to be a bit of a blowout. I suppose I'll be returning home then."
Wait, please. Perhaps is there anywhere nearby? Is there? What is?
Menendez down the road.
Shut up. Wait. So Le Mans, obviously famous for its racetrack, for its famous racecourse. Would there be anything? It's a fairly sizable city, to be fair, so you'd think there might be something interesting.
Yeah, but would it be anything like equivalent to my class? It'd have to be. Do I know of anything, Matthew, that is equivalent to my
Like-
class? That where we could dine.
I mean, if there's nothing in Le Mans, we'll just stay here and get pissed drunk.
You can think of a sort of upper class establishment where you could go and get some food.
And is it far away or what?
It's like sort of. It's more sort of in the city centre, which you're not currently in, so you'd have to sort of walk a fair bit.
Shit, I'm
What's the
not what.
establishment called? Is it called?
Any servants in the house?
Huh? Any servants?
Why not? No. I mean, I'm not responsible for it because like this is my brother's party technically, and I've just pissed him off. But like, nothing. Right? I've not seen anybody else.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. My this, in truth, gentlemen, this was my brother's party, but he's had to go upstairs. He's rather quite ill. And I'm afraid I don't think he's all
That's one way to put it.
Shut up. But there's no servants in the house or anything. I don't even know why he bothered inviting you all here. Gentlemen, why did you come? I'm talking to the military men now.
Oh, well. We were good friends of Clement, so we thought we'd come by, but clearly he's not even here to greet us.
I mean, you know, we all get ill sometimes. I mean, he was really quite a state. He vomited everywhere. It was terrible. But shame.
Yes, it was quite the pig.
Well, tell you what. Do any of you know how to cook?
Marcel speaks, so he says, I do.
Oh, Marcel, please, you don't have to. You know, you don't have to cook.
No,
I mean,
it'd be my pleasure to cook.
no. I mean, really, you don't have to. I mean, if you really, you don't have to. If you know,
I will cook!
Go and cook, woman, I'm hungry!
And she leaves the room.
Brilliant!
yes, I was going to pay one of you to cook, but okay.
Pay
You
one
think
of...
you could pay me anything? Well,
Pay one of... Pay, who are you going to pay to cook?
I was
I was basically just considering getting one of the military men and be like, yo, do any of you know any cool recipes? And be like, pay them to go in the kitchen and just sort something out.
Oh, right, okay. Alright,
Well,
so...
this party's quite the failure.
Well, I don't know why you're telling me. I mean, I didn't even organize it. Okay.
Well, you're the closest relative of the one who did, so you can take my complaints.
Why don't you write them
Now,
down?
I understand the blame is not upon your shoulders.
Why don't you write them down on a piece of paper and then put them in a hateful mailbox?
Did no such thing.
Printed word can be quite offensive.
Luke, what is your character doing at the moment? Because you're awfully quiet.
Well, my character is just
Being
quiet.
autism.
Like,
Do you like these men? Is this a situation you want to be in?
no, it's just kind of I'm sat there drinking my wine and just
Why
like
don't you go see
listening.
Marcel in the kitchen then?
I'm not going to the kitchen. That's for
No,
peasants.
not you, Luke. Luke wants to go somewhere quiet. Why don't you talk to Marcel? Why don't you talk to Marcel?
I just want to go outside, to be honest.
Here, go outside then.
Should I just put my character like here?
Luke wants the monster to appear like right now.
Is it like, let's just say I'm like sat on like a chair or something outside, just sipping on my wine to myself, reading a book. That's what I'm doing.
Well,
That's
while you're out there, one of the men comes
Bob
out.
goes off.
One of the men comes out to see you. This is Jean. He comes out. The man who is kind of a bit sort of roughed up.
Jan? Me?
Yeah, Jean. No, he took it. It's not the same name. Very popular name. Okay.
Jean de Poix.
Doctor. Greetings. And he kind of takes a seat next to you. And he watches you for a moment as you just kind of drink in silence like a fucking weirdo. And he drinks as well. Faster than you do. Significantly faster.
no, it's not good to drink that fast, you know.
Well, after what I've been through, it's all I've got.
What have you gone through? I can tell by your injuries it's quite bad. But what can you tell?
No, the injuries are just flesh. What I lost was someone important to me, someone I loved.
Oh, here we
I can relate to you. I've lost quite a bit myself. My condolences.
Guy's a bit of a Debbie Downer.
And he kind of sits there in thought for a moment until he stands up. It's like, "Oh, I'm leaving. Tell the others I've gone back to the barracks." And he puts his drink down on the side and he leaves.
All right. What was his name again?
Jean.
Jean.
But hang on, as you come in, I say, like, you come in midway through my sentence, and I say, and then I said, waffles!
You walk in. I forgot your character's name. You walk in, Yanis, to a scene of this nobleman chatting up all of these military men, and this
Didn't
woman.
get
They're
the
all
joke.
laughing as well, because they have to, because if they don't, I'll get them sacked.
Yeah, they all seem very engrossed in what he's whatever the hell he's talking about.
I don't get the joke.
You're not even there, are you?
You just laugh along just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Well, I've already forgot his name again. Jean.
Yawn.
Jean.
Jean.
What's your character's called that as well, isn't it?
My
Jean.
brother's called that.
Jesus Christ.
The
You mean Jean Christ?
Sure.
Jean, the injured man. He's left. I'd change accents completely then.
Yanis, that's your name. Where's the military man gone?
He took his leave after downing a glass of wine rather fast. Did warn him it was an unhealthy amount to be drinking that fast, though.
I hope he's alright, but he did bring it upon himself. Well, I mean, what is there to do now? We'll just mill about for a bit, I suppose.
Looks to this party, I'm going home.
No, you must stay. My sister's making food. I mean, the least you could do is, try it.
What's she making? Peasant stew?
No,
I clearly had a little bit too much to drink, by the way.
My sister is a very fine cook indeed. Better than any.
Looks to your sister.
Listen, my sister cooks for fun. Rather, the servants cook for food. Okay, so you could the distance between those two it's immeasurable. The quality is. Stop being a cunt, okay?
Bollocks to your cunt.
Fine, leave if you want. Leave. Go ahead. You've been quite rude, so I don't care if you leave.
Actually, I've changed my mind.
That's
Quite
fine.
enjoying this wine.
That's fine. I'll get you
This
some
is a
more.
lovely- I'll down another glass of wine. Very good wine. God damn.
In fact, I can go into the wine cellar and and you can get you some more if you want.
I love that, thanks very much.
3 bottles of wine.
I'm gonna roll for power to see if I'm able to resist the urge to have another glass instantly. No, I'm not. Okay, I down another glass. Oh, fucking hell, I rolled a 98. I downed 2 glasses at once.
Is there a person
I'm barely having a good time.
Leon, Oh, fuck.
This guy's pissing me off.
Sit him down, would you?
Jesus.
I can sit down. Oh, Baba, myself, thank you very much. Bloody wankers. And then I sit down and I just close my eyes. I'm just vibing.
About
Do not give him any more to drink. I do not want a mess on the
The
floor.
earth has
Okay? We do not have any servants in a moment, and God forbid I touch that man's ghastly bodily fluids all over the floor. It'd be ridiculous. Oh my fucking god, he is so fucking annoying.
To be honest, I think I prefer him when he's sleeping than when he's
It's a
awake.
good thing I'm asleep, because if I heard you insulting me, you'd all get on the fucking guillotine. But I don't know, I'd pull some strings, you know. I don't know how I'd do it.
Yeah,
I'd probably just shoot you. Or challenge you to a duel.
Guillotine was invented in 7. Wait.
It's the French Revolution, there's got to be guillotines around.
Yeah, but in
Course
2
it will
years'
be.
time. In 2 years' time.
Oh.
Anyway, thank God. I'm very sorry about all this, gentlemen. To be honest, you, all I ask is that you stay for the food, and then you may do what you like. It'd hurt my sister's feelings if you all left before, though. Stay.
Yeah,
He is not getting any food.
well, some say the food is here.
No, we were talking about fuel. Fuel for our bodies. Yeah, that's basically food.
Fuel.
We were talking about
The-
France, the country that we live in.
It is a fine country, is it not?
Marcel comes in with a platter of food and she places it on the table.
Oh,
Can
Marcel,
I
you
have a
really...
look at it? Does it
What
look
is-
like good food?
What is it, actually?
It looks acceptable, yeah. It's
Acceptable.
yeah, it's sort of like
Right.
there's some cheeses, there's some sort of crackers. There's
That's nice.
there's some kind of roast that's in like this big stew with potatoes and obviously some snails as well. Don't forget the snails, the roasted snails.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells good. Yeah.
Does it smell good to me though? Because I'm used to exceptional food.
Do you want to roll for something to see if
What
it's
would I
up to your
roll?
standards? What would it be here for this roll? You're trying to determine if something's up to your sort of level of class.
I mean, I could just roll like, credit rating or something. Because that's like my class.
Yeah, go on then. Roll credit rating. That works. So
Extreme success.
yeah, this is definitely to your standards. This is a meal fit for a king.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
Having a higher credit rating means more food is fit to
No,
my
if
standards.
he
It should be the
fails
opposite.
something,
It should have been if I
it's
failed it,
like-
it was up to my standards. Because my
Oh.
standards
Why
are
would you want
higher
bad
if I have a
food?
higher credit
Why
rating.
do you want bad food?
Oh shit! True. That's true.
So that means it's shit. It's nowhere near my standards. It's
It
an
is. Yeah,
extreme
it is.
failure.
It's
I'm not
awful. You
looking for an excuse to clown on my sister, alright?
yeah, you're not going to eat this. It looks like pig
What
shit.
the fuck is this?
Oh my.
Sebastian, how dare you?
My sincerest apologies, dear lady, but you can't cook for shit.
Sebastian,
She storms out in a rage. She's like, oh, I'm sick of this man.
Right, that's it, Sebastian. I've had enough. Can you please leave the premises?
Gladly. Alright, I walk out, making sure I'll do a bit of like a gay walk and show off my clothes again as I'm leaving.
Well, as you leave the room and enter the corridor, Renault chases after you. He's like, Sire, just a moment.
Why is your name the same as a car?
What are you talking about, sir?
I don't know. What even is a car?
We can't. It's true.
We need to get drunk and actually play Cthulhu while our characters are drunk to make it more real.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Wait,
Okay,
sorry, say that
anyway,
again. Say that again.
We
Get
need
drunk
to
when we play.
while our characters are drunk.
That sounds like a fucking terrible idea.
Oh, let's do it. No, let's not.
I ain't
See,
getting
anyway.
alcohol out now.
This guy chased after you, Joel.
Mm-hmm.
So just to let you know, if you ever do need my services, just let me know and I'll be there.
That's very much appreciated.
Me and my comrades are always at your service, sire.
Of course, of course. Well, I'll be seeing you around, Renner.
All right. So what are the two of you doing then?
I'm just eating food.
Okay.
I've had a bit of the food, and I'm like, Jean, I think you'll be taking my leave now. I've had a fine fill of your wine and food.
That's perfectly fine. To be honest, I did not want a party, and the party was quite inconvenient, to be honest, but oh well.
So everyone's headed
So-
home then, yeah.
Much appreciated.
I'm going to go to Marcel and tell her, Marcel, no,
Toodaloo.
this business with Clement is very nasty indeed,
How do
but
I leave?
I don't care.
Just go this way. There you go. Go down this way.
Ah,
Business with Clement is quite nasty. I can assure you, though, I can give you a safe haven in Paris. I have connections, plenty of houses in Paris where you can stay. You do not have to be here.
Luke, get out of here!
Oh, get out! Don't
No.
you stop.
No, dear brother, I think I will stay.
This man, your brother is dangerous. I fear for your safety if I'm not around.
I'm well aware of that, but I believe that I believe I'll be fine. I can handle myself.
I'm going to really try and convince her, but like obviously she's not gonna. I'm really gonna try, but it's not. She's not gonna move.
Yeah. She's pretty stubborn about staying here.
You stubborn Schofield. Anyway, so I might peek on Clement if he's anywhere in the house. Like, I'm not looking for a fight. I'm just seeing
No,
where he is.
you don't know. He's not currently here. He might have just left the building completely.
I mean, what time is it? Like 8?
Yeah, sometime around there. Yeah.
I'll just stay at the house then. You know, it's still my house. Why would I leave?
And then what? The next morning you're gonna leave for Paris again.
I guess, yeah. Okay.
Yanis, when you leave, where are you headed? Back to Paris. What?
Yeah, back to
Back
Paris.
to Paris. And what's Sebastian doing, Joel?
I'm gonna head back home. How far would it be to get back to my home in Paris? Like, how long would it take?
But you'd have to hire a carriage, wouldn't you? And then
I've got a carriage, you
oh, dear.
fucker.
Oh right, it'd probably take you like
I've been waiting outside.
2 hours then, wouldn't it, or something?
Right, well, I'll head home and then I'll go out with my woman. We'll go get some food from some actual nice food from an actual nice place.
Uber.
Sorry?
You what?
You've ordered an Uber.
What the fuck is he saying?
Words.
I don't know what he's saying.
You've ordered an Uber.
Oh, ordered an Uber.
Oh.
Right.
I thought you said Vorda
He was
Danuba.
doing a funner. Right then. So you all head home and you all carry on with your lives, unbeknownst to the
whole rest too late.
the upcoming. What the fuck are you doing? No, the upcoming revolution. So, Paris, finally, the year ends and 1788 begins. The struggle gets worse. Things kick off even more. And then, finally, 1789 rolls around. A time of struggle, intrigue, and horror. A divided country where the upper class enjoys the bounty of wealth while the poor cannot afford a loaf of bread. Where the royal family and their courtiers live in palaces while
Not me.
while the downtrodden masses pick out an existence amidst the dirt and the mud. Here, where the cries of anger and rage at the injustices of life find momentum, sparking the people to unite to cast away the old regime for a brighter and more hopeful tomorrow. Yet on that tomorrow, the hope of a people would turn sour and beckon the way for terror. The earth has had her visitation. Like to this she hath not known, save when the mounting waters made of her orb one universal ocean. From now the tree that grew in paradise, the deadly tree that first gave evil motion, and sent its poison through earth's sons and daughters, had struck again its roots in every land, and now its fruit was ripe, about to fall, and now a mighty kingdom raised the hand to pluck and eat. Then from his throne stepped forth the king of hell, Louis VI, and stood upon the earth, but not as once upon the earth to crawl. A nation's congregated form he took, till drunk with sin and blood, earth to her centre? I've ruined it. To her centre shook. Welcome to revolutionary France.
Dun dun dun.
And that's the prologue done.
That sure was a reign of terror. What came? £30 just for that? That was shit.
That
We
wasn't
did
even.
it!
That wasn't even a single part of the fucking part of the £30 we made for. That was just purely roleplay that I made up. So now next time we actually fully start the real thing.
Okay.
That was just a sort of pre-session.
Is that why it was a typo in the letter you showed me?
Yes, I made that myself. That map as well. I also got that map. Everything, all the icons. Well, some stuff will carry over, but yeah, all of that was just a big prologue. And then next time we'll start with the actual thing.
I'm not gonna lie. When you keep saying King Louis, I'm like, you keep talking about Louis, and I'm like,
Like,
So that all of that, by the way, all of that was thanks to Lewis, because Lewis wrote a really good backstory. So
thanks, guys.
my backstory was the best one, though.
no, it wasn't.
What do you think?
I think
There's a sad face in
the
it.
one that yours was actually the worst, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I put in very little effort.
So yeah, next time will be 1789, and we'll start the main thing. And yeah,
Finally getting the credit I deserve.
but yeah, now hopefully you should understand your characters a little bit more before we just jump in. So
Hmm.
you can kind of. Yeah,
I'm actually glad I wrote a bit of a shit backstory, because it means that I can be really flexible with my character. So I was just going to play him straight as like a regular nobleman, but now I think it's funnier if he's just a fucking idiot all the time.
If anyone's used any skills, you ought to just quickly roll them now, because
Yeah.
The more
I don't think I rolled for anything.
you also want to recover 1d10 luck as well.
Yes, please. I desperately need it.
Okay, so that's what I'm increasing.
I didn't do
That's my
anything.
Let's go.
Don't forget when we start to make notes and shit, because you're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no me telling you where to go anymore. Remember when you did Welcome to Innsmouth, Joel, and you were really lost because you and Jack didn't understand that you had to make your own notes and stuff. Do you remember
I
that?
was, well, yeah, it was just we weren't used to it, because it was the first one we'd done that was like,
Yeah,
that wasn't railroady.
yeah. It's very open campaign, so don't forget to keep notes next whenever we do it. Not next week, the week after.
Mhm.
Realistically,
fine.
though, there's no reason for Joe to stick with us at all. Like, I think he wouldn't.
There'll be a
Would-
reason. There'll be a reason. He'll link in.
I mean, Matthew's got 2 weeks to work it out, so.
Yeah.
Matthew, you done any more work on the fucking project?
I've been doing Cthulhu. Leave me alone.
He's having a bad
It's
day.
been like 3 weeks and you've not done anything on it.
I know. I'll do something tonight.
What project have you
Because I'm just
done?
going to end up having to do it myself at this point.
Matthew is Joel's teacher.
Yeah, we should have had the console build done like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Shit.
deadlines.
Shit.
Let him work at Cthulhu.
Elden Ring, Elden Ring, Elden Ring.
Oh, P.
Yeah,
no.
I thought I was like, I was a bit worried that my backstory would be like too weird, but like, I think it works really well, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Joel, can I
fine.
watch you play Elden Ring?
I don't want to play it right now.
No.
I might in a bit though. We'll see. I'm gonna piss.
Elden
Of course
Ring.
you are. Head.
Has Scott played this before?
Played Elden Ring.
No,
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, yeah.
No, he was going to, but he didn't show up. But we
Fucking
scheduled a
hell.
game with him, and then he never appeared. He just disappeared. Forever and ever.
Well, Josh be joining us in 2 weeks then. Are you going to try getting him in or?
We can't get him in halfway through a campaign. So if he pretty much is already locked out of it now. He's not done the prologue, so that we can't really involve him.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think if you could probably force him in, but
It's not. It's just not ideal, really. To
it's not ideal. But it's not. It's definitely not ideal. But it's not impossible, is what I'm saying. But it'd just be very janky.